Hi everyone, it's me, the Broke Stacker. Check it out. We're gonna finally use some of this copper cream. I've decided I'm not gonna do the silver shot or the stainless steel shot on these copper and sterling silver pours. We're gonna do it with this good old Wright's copper cream. I really was satisfied with the results of those from the copper test pieces and a sterling silver test piece. And before we get started, I'll show you how those all came out right now. Because why the hell not? Should be fun. See if I can get it out of this jar. Come on, you. Show you this one here. This would be a good interpretation of what happens after you do the sterling silver shot. And not sterling silver. So sorry. Stainless steel shot. Having a moment today. And also with the stainless steel shot on the sterling silver. Say that 10 times fast. Hey, Rockamoss, good to see you. So yeah, just an example. I haven't touched any of these three pieces right here at all yet, but I was doing some testing. Here is a piece I did with just the stainless steel shot. Came out pretty nice. I really liked what was going on there. I don't have the tri-knot piece I had readily available where I did the copper cream, but I was really pleased with that. It kept all the reds in there. This took all the reds off and it made it really cool. A little bit of the red was stayed on the back there, but that was after 4 hours with the stainless steel shot. Really cool. And then this, you guys remember, right here, I did the Wright's copper cream, cleaned it up really nice, and the rest of it, and maybe a little bit right here too, but the rest of it was all just a stainless steel shot after 2 hours. And honestly, for the amount of effort that went into everything, I think the best way to go, instead of doing the stainless steel shot, is going to be the Wright's copper cream. And we're going to do that here in just a second. We're going to clean these bars up. These are the first pours the first pours I really poured since the accident. I'm actually able to stand on my feet longer and longer every day. It's like every day I get an extra minute or two added to how long I can stand up on my own 2 feet, kind of, sort of. I'm still walking around with the cane for the most part, but it works. I'm very glad to be able to not be on crutches and do a little bit right now. Not everything I want to be able to do. Usually I'm a big, strong man and I can move mountains, but I'm not quite there yet again. So again, I know T-Bird doesn't like to use it, but I'm going to use some gloves here. These are the ones I used the other day. I'm just going to turn them inside out and put them back on, provided they don't have holes on them. So, and then we're going to clean these up and see exactly what they look like. These are a little dark. I almost want to leave this one the way it is. I like kind of what's going on there. It's really unique. But I am going to clean these up, make them pretty. Some of these actually have a little like a sharp burr here and there. Maybe we'll clean those up. Yeah, right there, just a little thing. Maybe we'll clean those up with the file tonight, weigh them, and then we'll stamp them too. Or maybe we'll just clean them up tonight. We'll see. Hey, Ghost Bee, welcome in. What are those? These are pours I poured just recently. One is copper, the other two are sterling silver. And if you weren't here for that, these are, one is kind of like this warrior with petting his horse right here, and has clouds with the sunbeams coming down. Very cool. And this one here is with the cross there, and then on either side of the cross you have the two angels, angel head. They're drooping down all the way down the sides here, but also very cool. Some new old stock graphite molds I was able to acquire. So I don't know if anybody else has seen these or not, but I was really taken back by them. I was like, you know what, those are really awesome. Sure, they come with a little bit of higher premium than a regular graphite, but not that much more. I was like 5-10%. I was like, you know what? That's totally worth it. Let's get those. Liberty Bleeds, check Stacker, the Mask Bro. Welcome in, everybody. Sober and Silver. Silver, also welcome in. And 3D Woodworks, good to see you guys. All right, so where's my toothbrush? I got to find the toothbrush. We got a toothbrush. We're going to clean these molds up and see what they look like right now. I got a little bowl of water, got a little bit more fresh water to rinse. I got a microfiber towel, buff everything up. So yeah, what should we start with? I don't know. We'll do the copper in the middle. Which one of these two should we start with? Which one do you guys think? Let's take it to a vote. We'll put it down in the live chat. Do you want to see the cross or the horse? Which one do you want to see first, cross or horse? Put it down in the live chat, please, and then we'll start with those. This thing's a little dirty. Let's clean that up. It's like I got a dead stink bug in my quenching bucket there. It might be time to clean that out. This time of year, all the insects are waking up, ants and beetles and everything alike. And, well, stink bug made his way into my quenching bucket, but it's fine. It's just a little bit of water. Open this guy up. I also have a sponge in there. We'll apply it with the toothbrush first. Whatever we start with. 3D says horse! Let's see here. We also said 3D says do the cross. Man, it's a 50-50 right now. You guys gotta let me know. I just got done with the exact thing with my molds. Awesome, 3D. Good to hear. Sober and sobriety and Silver says, "What's up, Liberty Bleach Silver? You didn't notice my comment on your live either. I would love to do a chip swap with you. Awesome, man. I love doing people. If you ever want to do a swag swap with me too, that's cool too. I'm glad to see other community members are doing it. It's just a way to do camaraderie around with the community here at large. Good times. Horse, horse, horse. Okay, yeah, we're going to do the horse first with this sterling. So let's pull this out. Set that to the side. Get a little bit of this on the brush. Maybe just a lot of it. I'm just going to do the whole thing, guys. We're going to do the whole thing. Oh, yeah, there's no turning back now. We done did it. Hopefully this comes out really cool. Get a little bit closer so you guys can see what's going on. Gonna get it on nice and thick. As T-Bird said, let it sit. This is kind of a thermal chemical reaction. So let it sit there and also keep the heat with my hand. It says to use warm water when cleaning up with this stuff. So yes, a little bit of heat does help. These are very cold right now. They're probably 50 degrees. Like you came out of the fridge. Whatever, that's fine. Hell yeah, Brooke. Do you have yours yet? Yes, I do. I've been my poker community, my channel chip has been going around the community for some time. I have maybe 20 of them left right now, if that. So yeah, if you guys want to be able to get on that and send me send me one of yours my way and do a chip exchange. I want to do that sooner than later. I am almost out of poker chips. When I'm out of those, maybe I'll consider doing another style poker chip in the future. But this first what do you call it, rendition of one, that'll be the only ones like that. I like to do different things every time. So keeping that in mind, yeah, if you want the original, you better act fast. That's what's to say that. Yeah, it's definitely doing something, isn't it? Now, remind you, this is copper cream. They allegedly make a sterling silver cream too. This is the copper cream, but this is sterling silver, so it's 92.5% silver, but it's also 7.25% copper, which seems to work on these for the most part. And after I clean these up with a little bit of file, I'll weigh them, then I'll stamp them, and then it'll be a finished product. Very cool. The backside of this one was particularly dirty, but man, the ripples on it are just really out of this world. They're really cool. Is your address on your channel description, Brooke? Yes, it is, Sober and Silver. That is correct. Get a little bit of water on there. Oh yeah, that's coming right off. Get a little bit of that bulk off. Let me get a little bit closer so you can see what's going on. I just realized I'm in the not in the shot. Sorry. I'm a terrible cameraman when I'm trying to concentrate on stuff. This is the very first one of these I poured in sterling silver. All three of these really in this design. So yeah, these are first. I wanted to make sure I was doing them right. So I did a little bit of research and development first. The toothbrush seems to work pretty good on these. Very cool. Raspbobo, I thought you were using a tumbler. You know, maybe I'll do that on some future pours, but I like what the copper cream did on these over the tumbler. But I don't know, maybe, yeah, not these ones, but the next round of these, especially with silver, maybe I'll do that as an option. Looks like I need a little bit more of that cream on there. We'll let it sit for a bit. Like I said, for the amount of effort put into it with the tumbler versus what I'm just doing right now, I think it's a better way to go with the cream here. Well, who knows? Maybe I won't like what I see, and then maybe I'll throw it in the tumbler anyways. It's actually looking really good so far. Got some black on the edges there. Put it on thick. Let it sit. If you guys missed those early videos, go back and check them out. They're on my channel. Just go on videos, and it'll be like the last couple videos I did. And you guys can see the experimentation take place. Do that just a second there. Hey, Passion welcoming. Bait the hook. We got a bird. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, again, we're just kind of we've been playing around with the idea of different finishes on these on the sterling silver and the copper. Tell you what, we did enough with the brush. Let's try it with the sponge here. I noticed the sponge actually did a really phenomenal job. T-Bird's like, I don't know, like the chemicals are just inside the sponge because they stay in with the cream in the tub. Oh yeah, I like what I'm seeing here. Hope you guys do too. Oh yeah, it's taking it right off. That sponge, man. There's just something about the sponge. Takes it right off. Very cool. Actually, I'm very pleased with this. This is looking better than if I would have just left it naked. At least on the face. We can maybe give it a little bit of a buff now. A little clean and a buff. Not bad at all, actually. Kind of like what this is. I'm just going to use the old microfiber towel on it now. Sorry, too close to the table. Can't do it on camera. Otherwise, I'm going to have to move everything on camera. Random stuff. Welcome in. Good to see you. Did I miss anybody? I hope I didn't miss anybody there. I always try to do my best to address everybody and say hello in the live chat. There's been a couple of times where I've had a few hundred people in the live chat. I'm only human. I can only do so much. Man, this is looking pretty good. What do you guys think? Is that a little bit better or what? Guy's just petting his horse there, hanging out with the sunbeams coming down through the clouds. Really cool. And look at those crazy ripples that happen on the back, man. There's just really phenomenal piece. And I realized, because I hadn't poured stainless silver. Sorry, I said stainless silver. Sterling silver. Yeah, I keep mixing up my stainless steel and my sterling silver. I apologize for that. So one thing I noticed after the fact, it dawned on me. Normally when I pour this, I have the MAP gas going on the pour while I pour, so it stays a little more liquid. It's incredibly hard to do it without it, but I managed to do both of these without the MAP gas, okay? It's kind of cool. Nice and sparkly white. Nice. Random stuff. That stuff is working pretty good. Honestly, for copper cream, it's working great on silver. Am I right? Again, this is sterling silver, so yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. I'm very pleased with these. I'll probably be doing a live stream auction sometime in the near future on these pieces and more. So keep an eye out for that. not going to be super soon, but it will be coming soon. So yeah, that is a success, guys. That is the first one we're doing. I think we'll be doing the second one, this other sterling piece as well. But more importantly, let's take a look at let's see what the copper does too. Really cool piece here. Hand poured silver, but yours truly. If I remember correctly, this was the lighter of the two. This was 4.85 ounces of sterling silver. Really cool. Oh, let me go back to the chat here. So sorry. Sober and sobriety. I keep saying sober. So sobriety, sobriety and silver says, "Hey Brooke, are you clean pours that you did or ones that you poured?" I did all of these. Everything's in house here, buddy. I took a pile of scrap and made something cool out of it. So that's what I do. Come on, folks, hit that thumbs up. That's right, man. Hit that like. I appreciate it. Either double tap the screen or those three dots in the upper right hand corner. That's another way to hit the like button. Thank you, guys. Like number 14. Thank you. Thank you, Liberty Bleeds. Appreciate that. Liberty Bleeds, where have you been, brother? It's good to see you, man. I told you, you got the same name as a good friend of mine's father who just passed away recently. So it's I kind of like was like, whoa, what are the odds? So yeah, I was like, man, I gotta get to know this guy more. Like honestly, if we're gonna start doing the copper now. If I get a chance to come down there into the Los Angeles area, we're gonna have to meet up, buddy, and have a coffee or something, or beer, or both. Maybe not at the same moment. That'd be cool. Maybe you could show me around town. I've only been to the Las Vegas area once, maybe twice now. The first time I rolled through was like just literally an overnight. Me and the wife, we sold a car to Jay Leno, believe it or not, down in Los Angeles, and on the way back we stopped through there. That was my very first experience, was going through there. On the way down there, we were supposed to go down through there, but I screwed up, took a wrong turn, and accidentally went through Area 51. So yeah, that was interesting. There was an alien brothel house. It was an interesting experience. But yeah, yeah, next time I come down there, hopefully I don't take that wrong turn and turn a 12-hour drive into 15 hours again. That wasn't fun. The cool part about this copper cream, if there's any reds to be had in your copper pours, it doesn't eliminate them like the stainless steel shot does in the tumbler. So it'll keep all those nice reds. Liberty Bleed says, I lost my whole channel starting over. Please subscribe. Yes, please. I've already subscribed to you again there, Liberty Bleed. I was actually kind of confused on that. When you came on someone else's channel the other day and you explained what had happened, I was like, oh my God, that's terrible. I'm upset for you. Like, that sucks, dude. Like, you accidentally hit the wrong button and deleted your channel after years of work. Then you got to start over from scratch. That's horrifying, really. I can't think. I wouldn't be able to cope with that. I'm glad you're in good spirits and you're maintaining with it well. But guys, if you haven't already, go hit up Liberty Bleeds. He needs to get his subs back. He was over 1,000, and now he's working his way back up to 1,000, if I'm not mistaken, right, Liberty Bleeds? Hopefully we get you back up there sooner than later, buddy. Speaking of subs too, last I looked, I was at 875. When we hit 900, we're going to be doing a giveaway here on the Broke Stacker channel, and I hope to have you guys there with me. We'll do some Broke Battleship, the Broken Arrow Dart game, and more, and there'll be lots of giveaways. So keep an eye out for that once we hit that 900, and then after that, the big one, the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. After we hit 1,000 subs and holds for at least a week, then that's going to be the big one, guys. I like what's going on here. You guys see all this? Man, this is cool. Put a little bit more on there where it's really black. Where it's really black here, there's some really intense radial lines I want to show you guys. They're really cool. I want to clean it up first. I should have brought some drinking water out here. Oops. I was just so excited to do this. I've been wanting to do this since I poured them, honestly. This is really cool. But yeah, once we hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, guys, there's going to be a massive giveaway. We'll do the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. But first things first, we got to hit 900. Am I right? First, put your best foot forward and proceed going forward. Got to do that first. I'm not meaning to not meaning to ignore the chat. Let me go back and check out the chat. We'll let this thing sit for a second. What kind of car? What kind of car? What? I lost my old channel. Said for sure it would be fun to meet you. Heck yeah, Liberty Bleeds. And then somebody said, "What kind of car? What kind of car are we talking here?" Rachel says Nevada. Thanks, brother. Much appreciated. I was at like 1,566 subscribers. I had 1,900 videos and just passed 3,000 watch hours. I was on my way to being monetized. Man, that's really heartbreaking. That really is. I know how much work it goes into putting, how much work it is to go into your channel and just to lose it all and start over from scratch. That breaks my heart, brother. That sucks, dude. Oh, did you say Jay Leno? Oh, the car for Jay Leno. Yes, it was a 1922 Wills St. Clair. It was a two-door with the V8. So if you see Jay Leno with the two-door Wills St. Clair, that was from us. That was me and the wife. Before that, he only had four doors with the inline six. This is the only two-door with the V8 he owns is from us. If you see that, yeah, that does. I haven't been on Jay Leno's garage in a while. In fact, he said he's gonna. We have a free tour of the Jay Leno garage whenever we want, and to hit him up on that, and then he'll hit us up when he finishes the car. Well, it's been 3 years now, and he hasn't finished the car. It wasn't in that bad a shape, honestly, but it is what it is. Hopefully, we can get on there and say, "Hey, Jay, how's that car going? We really wanted to see it finished. You said you're going to do some really cool stuff to get it all back to original." Yeah, her grandfather left it to her, and it was really, really unique. I don't know if you guys know the history of Will St. Clair, but there's only 80 known to exist now. There was thousands made, but most of them were chopped up for the World War II effort because of the magnesium frame, the aluminum body. They just chopped them up for the war effort because we needed the raw materials. So to this day, there's only 80 known to exist, and not very many of them are two doors or have the V8. In 1922, to have a single overhead cam V8 with a magnesium frame and an aluminum body, that was way ahead of its time. It was actually the first car that ever had a tail light, believe it or not. It was way ahead of its time. Will St. Clair was originally the chief metal artist for Henry Ford. He gave him a severance pay of $3.5 million, and with that, he started his own automotive company. But because he was always trying to make new innovations, he would often stop the assembly line. Stop! I got a better way to do it. And well, he did that so many times, it basically shot himself in the foot, and they had to close the doors. It's a really terrible thing. Great automotive history, though. If you guys are in automotive, you ought to know about Wills St. Clair. Wills being, Henry Wills, and St. Clair because of its placement close to the St. Clair River, is where his factory was. But yeah, enough of that. I might know a little thing about automotive history. Sorry. This is looking pretty good, though. What do you guys think of this? I maintained all those really cool reds. This is a really radical piece, man. It's almost like the warrior and the horse are just like covered in blood, like after a battle. Really cool. There's a little bit more black in there, but I think it gives it just enough detail where it looks really cool. And on the back too, same thing. It really makes it pop. See those radial lines towards the top? Here, let me clean this thing up just a little bit more. A little fresh water on there so it stops the chemical reaction. Again, this would be a little bit faster if the water was a little warmer, but it's just going off of the heat of my hands right now. I apologize if I'm just rambling here, you get cooped up, it is what it is. Thank you, Sober and Silver. Sobriety, and silver. That's a new word of the day, sobriety. Sobriety, yes. Appreciate that. Whoops, about to knock my damn tripod over. Like I said, that's why I was trying to do it off camera with the rag. But I wanted to show you guys these nice radial lines. See those radial lines going on the back side there? Kind of coming out from the middle. Really fine lines. Kind of, I'm giving the Canadian maple leaf a run for their money on this one. This one's pretty cool. I don't think I could duplicate that one. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. We'll see. Long-lived coins. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. But yeah, that's number 2 done. I wonder, did this one get any of those lines or no? This one had a very, very unique pattern going on there. I was very fortunate that I was able to pour this without the map gas because, I forgot. All right. Here's the last one. I don't know if we're going to have enough time to do all the stamping and clean up with the file and all that tonight, but we'll at least get these all cleaned up so they're ready for all that next process later. I almost want to keep this because of those, see all those little cracks in the black that's on the surface. I hope that some of that kind of stays after I clean it up. That would be really cool. And look at the back, man. That's a face of Motherka Love. Really, a very unique piece. I had to pour this one. This took me 4 tries to pour. It was outrageous. It was really annoying. That's what it was. But it was a labor of love, and I'm glad that I kept with it, and it came out fantastic, honestly. Now we're gonna clean it up. Let's give it a makeover, right? Put this on thick. It's got a little cold, but it's fine. We're gonna put it on a little thick. It's not freezing out here by any means, but it's been it warmed up the last week. Now it's cooling back off again, so it might get back down to like 35 tonight. So practically summer, right? Again, just get it on every little surface we can and let it sit for a minute. And let it just sit in my hand and let it warm up because it is quite cool to the touch. Bait the hook says. See where we got sobriety, and Silver says, "Gotta go, brother. Gotta go do my video for this morning. Good night, everyone. Stack on. That's right, sobriety and Silver. You have a great night, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. And I'm crazy. Welcome in. Good to see you, man. I am very very pleased the way these pours are coming out right now. And as you're just getting here, anybody else is just getting here. Check that out. Look at all those reds coming through on this one. This is a copper pour, this one, of course. But man, look how beautiful this piece is. I can't wait to stamp this thing out and make it a final product. This one does not need any filing work at all. It was a one and done shot. The copper cream did a beautiful job cleaning it up. All I'll have to do is on that one is stamp it and it'll be done. This one has like a couple little sharp points. I'm going to take the jeweler's file to. We'll clean it up. Then it won't be too bad. But it also cleaned up beautifully. That is the Warrior. I'm calling these the Warrior light bars. And then, of course, this one with the cross. We're in the middle of cleaning it right now. And let's take a look. I actually got some heat on this thing now from the heat of my hands. So hopefully that accelerates the chemical process, right? These are all one of ones thus far, almost like prototypes, really. It's not too often that I get to actually pour some silver because, I'm broke over here. I'm on a budget. So typically I pour copper as a hobby, and I love doing it. And if I had the money to do it, trust me, I do a lot more silver. Really cool. I love pouring silver. Sterling silver, I've noticed, is incredibly difficult to pour. It has its hiccups. So if you guys are just starting off on your pouring adventure, maybe start off with not sterling silver because you'll have a bad time. 3/9's fine, though. I found out of all of these is actually really easy. Oh, yeah. Let's clean it up nice. But as far as pouring goes, this one took me 4 tries before I actually got it right. I was pulling my hair out on that one. Turned my 1 hour live stream into 2 hours. I'd say a half an hour of it was just on this one pour alone. On just one pour, fortunately, it melts just as fast when you put it back in the crucible, as long as you don't clench it. We did really good there. I'm gonna clean that up just a bit. The toothbrush works great because there's a lot of details in this particular pour. Oh, I like what's going on here. It's showing some reds in there because there's some copper in the sterling silver. Maybe I'll purposely leave that there because that looks really cool. Put a little bit of water on there. Leave a little bit of that black because that looks really cool, almost like antiquing going on. Not too much. You hear that like roughness going on there. It might be a spot or two I have to clean up with the jeweler's file on this one too. We'll find out here in just a second. The Bait the Hook says, be careful with AIC. AIC. What's AIC? Did I miss something? Bait says, I want it. Dude, I almost don't want to give these up. They're so freaking radical. And just, they're very one-of-a-kind pieces, let's just say that. Back to the side. I'm making a mess out of my whole thing. There's splatter everywhere. It's fine, though. Just a little bit of that graphite. A little graphite never hurt anybody, right? Unless you're a Chernobyl. I'm going to hit this with the microfiber cloth now. See what she looks like. A lot of character in this bar, let me tell you. If you guys are into hand pours, you're in the right spot. Oh yeah, that came right off the side. I love it. You see, it just came right off onto the rag. That Wright's copper cream is just, it works magic. Honestly, it Wright's copper cream. If you see this, make me a sponsor, dude. Just give me some of that free cream. I'll throw your name out there anytime, man. You guys make an amazing product. I don't really, I'm not one for advertising. I freaking hate commercials, but I'll tell you what, if something works, it can make someone's life easier. Why the hell not? And it's actually really reasonably priced, so I highly recommend it. If you hadn't seen it before, Wright's Copper Cream, good stuff. It's great for copper, and it seems to work okay on sterling silver as well. Almost done. I think we just about got it. I'm going to give it just a little bit more fresh water. Make sure there's nothing hiding on this thing. Just about there, guys. Get this one more time to dry it off, and then I'll show you the finished product here. I think this, I'm pretty pleased with this. It gives it, I've never seen anybody else's pours look like this, so I'm really just tickled pink. I got something very unique here. Hey, oh, so welcome in. Good to see you. This is just, again, I don't want to really let this thing go, but if you guys really want it, I guess I can put it up for auction. Kind of want to keep this one particularly. It's really cool. All right, here we go. Let's show you guys what we got here. Again, you got the cross with the two angels on either side. Really cool looking bar. Hopefully that's focusing right for you guys. Cleaned up really nice. A lot of a custom little dip in there from how I poured it. And look at the back there. You guys ever seen ripples like this? I've never seen one kind of do this straight line down the middle. I don't know how I did it. I'll never be able to do it again. Every pour is incredibly unique. It's really cool, and I like what's going on with these. I could probably buff it and get the rest of that orange/black off of there, but I think it gives a lot of character, and I don't want to get rid of it, so I'm just going to leave it as is. And again, I don't think there's really any rough spots on this. If there was, I must have buffed it off with the rag and the toothbrush, because again, this one's pretty much ready to go. I don't have to really do too much work to this. I can just stamp it and it'll be ready to go. That is a finished product there, minus the stamping, guys. Cartier Silver, welcome and good to see you. My dyslexia is full force tonight, so sorry. Man, I'm Really taken back by this piece. It has a lot of character. I hope the camera's doing it some justice. I don't think any camera's going to do any of this justice, especially mine on a live stream. High def. This is a piece that needs some high def or your naked eye. Just a really cool piece. Lots of character going on in there. It's like I poured all the angels into this one. Super cool. And if you guys are just joining us, let me move all this crap out of the way. Clean up my mess. 1 second. And I can set these down and show you guys right now. There's like graphite everywhere from me carving on one of the graphite molds. And speaking of which, I need to finish that up and make a video and full send it so we have a fresh mold to pour on Sunday. Sunday evening, I plan on pouring again. We'll see. Hopefully it works out the way I wanted to do it. Looks like a Pascar bar somewhat. Heck yeah. I tell you what, the 4 tries this one took me. It took me 4 tries to pour the same without map gas. Anybody here that pours and it has poured 925 sterling silver without map gas, let me tell you, it is hard to do. I did this one without map gas because I was having a brain fart and I didn't think to put the map gas on, but I figured out how to do it. I just was really quick and it turned out all right. Same thing with this one. This one I got really lucky on. It was a one and done. Really cool piece. The Warrior of the Light Bar. What do you guys want to call this one? Just the light? I don't know. You got the angels with the crossbar. Bellows Forge, good to see you. Mentally Corrupted, welcome in, guys. Good to see you. Got those. And then this really just epic. It's like the warrior and his horse just came from battle and they're just like soaked in blood. I freaking love this one a lot, honestly. Again, I don't want to give it up. It's like one of the coolest copper bars. It's the first copper bar, other than the broke beat down bar, I've poured. And it's just amazing. It really is. Oh, they're so cool. 925. That explains a lot. Yeah, sir. That is just epic. It really is. You guys are having trouble seeing it. That is a man here petting his horse here. Have the clouds in the top and like beams of light shining down on them. This is the one I'm calling the Warrior of the Light Bar. If you haven't seen those, I did some shorts of the Warrior of the Light passages from the book from Paulo Coelho. Very, very great book. I highly recommend it for anybody. Check it out. You can go and check it out and see some of my readings. I didn't read the whole book and haven't gone all the way through it yet. In fact, it's actually out of my reach right now. I know where it's at. I am not going to drive 150 miles away and back again just to grab a book, especially because my leg won't let me. Very cool. But yeah, those I'll do some more of the Warrior of the Light readings in the future. It's one of my favorite books. If you get the book, it's not something you should just read all the way through. It's like every page is a passage. It's almost like reading Proverbs. You don't want to just read the entire Bible all the way through in one pass. You want to take in bits at a time. That way you can fully try to gather the lesson that was being expressed at the time. I can't wait to pour more of these guys. I'm not gonna have any more silver to pour for a little bit. I got a couple ounces, but I have to accumulate some more to pour. Maybe after we do an auction and sell these off, then I'll be able to get some more and pour some more silver. That'd be really awesome. But yeah, I'll definitely be able to pour some more copper this Sunday. I hope to see you guys there, and that'd just be awesome. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I'm going to stamp these out, not right now, but soon, maybe tomorrow even. And yeah, look out for that, guys. I'm going to put my sponge back. This is the star of the show tonight. It's the Wright's Copper Cream by Wyman. Very good stuff, man. I highly recommend it. Thank you. I'm gonna tag them in this video because they're the superstars here, right? Well, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. I wanted to show that the unveiling with you. I didn't want to do it by myself. I thought it would only be right to have you all here with me to show you how beautiful these pours came out. We'll come in just a little bit tighter. and show you guys how they all came out. How about this? One for the screenshot, right? Very cool. Yeah, I can't wait to pour more of these guys. I honestly, the more I pour, the more I want to do. It's just sometimes you're limited by the materials that you have at hand. The graphite crucibles, the graphite molds, the borax, the electricity, the furnace. It all these are all like added expenses to any hand pours. And if you're not doing electric, you're doing propane, which is even more consuming, if you ask me, and more dangerous. You got to have proper ventilation. You could blow yourself up. You can light yourself on fire anytime, either which way you do it. So every time you guys see these hand pours, please just remember, appreciate the passion that gets put into them, the danger, the just everything all together, the bravado that goes into these hand poured pours. Like people can get burned, they can be maimed, but they do it. It's an art of passion. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that tonight. I really appreciate you all coming out with me tonight, and keep an eye out for us on Sunday evening, probably about 9 p.m. Mountain Time. I'll probably go on then, and then we'll have a nice copper pour night on Sunday. Hope to see you guys then. Well, until next time, guys, keep stacking, stack 'em high.